Hello, everybody. This is Napa Fan here, and yes, I am redoing this. Turns out that I'm an idiot and I accidentally deleted the first one. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this again. So those who did not see this the first time can go ahead and see who's going to be driving an NRLOA IROC II. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right to it. And we'll go ahead and share the presentation. We are going to want to do a slideshow, which is going to be in views. Okay. NRLOA IROC II will be December 19th through the 23rd. And we got a new thing going on for this year's event. New look for the cars, especially. I don't understand why Siri turns on every single time I announce anything. But anyways, that's the way the cars are going to look. The NRLOA logo will be on the hood, and the name, or the last name for the actual driver is going to be on the side of the car there. So hopefully you guys like the new design for this year's car. There will be 13 drivers in this year's NRLOA IROC event, and that apostrophe should not be there. I tell you, I mean, I really don't like the fact that I mess up with my punctuation and capitalization, stuff like that. But you know what? You guys don't care too much. So what we care about is who's going to be in NRLOA IROC II. Anyways, each driver is a champion of an NRLOA series or special event. And let's get right ahead to announcing the drivers for this year's NRLOA IROC II. Austin Spencer in the number 1. He is the defending champion of NRLOA IROC, and because of that, he will be returning to this year's event. He is one of 3 drivers returning from last year's event, and Austin Spencer, 13 career wins on my channel, tied with Tyler Selspin for second all-time here on Napa Fan. Driver number 2 will be the Season 4 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, Matt Daleo. He barely beat out William Brock in the championship for that, and he is going to be participating in his first ever NRLOA IROC event. Definitely one of the most experienced drivers we have, and he's got 10 wins on my channel, and he's been around essentially forever, and he's going to be driving car number 2 for this year's NRLOA IROC. Tyler Selspin, even though he retired, he will be driving in this year's NRLOA IROC, driving number 3 because of his championship in the Season 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He has 13 career wins on my channel, along with 2 championships. He won the Haas IndyCar Series Championship in season number 1, 2015, and he won the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Championship this past season in season number 5. And along with Austin Spencer and somebody else who we will announce later on, he is one of 3 drivers returning from last year's NRLOA IROC event. Aaron Walpole Jr. Aaron Walpole won the Indianapolis 250, but I guess you can say his son, we're going to put that in quotation marks, won the NRLOA Ortho Cup Series Season 1 Championship. That series over on GMS Productions. Great series. Definitely go check him out. He deserves a lot more credit than what he ends up having, and I just hate it. But nonetheless, he has completed 2 Ortho Cup Series and the champion of both, getting a reserve. Now, this series, the first season of the Ortho Cup Series, finished a year ago. But nonetheless, we're going to invite Aaron Walpole Jr., the Season 1 champion, to NRLOA IROC II, driving the number 4 machine for this year's event. And Julian Quintero was the champion for Season 2 of the Ortho Cup Series. I don't know if it actually says that there in the text, but he will be driving the number 5 for this year's NRLOA IROC event. And even though he only has 1 win on my channel, he's definitely kind of an underdog. He was kind of an underdog in the Ortho Cup Series Season 2. He did not win a race until the finale, which he was part of the Final 4, and he got the championship over there. And definitely looking forward to seeing what this driver can do in NRLOA IROC 2. Driver number 6, the DC Talk Cup Series, that was over on Frog Racing 1999. The series ran back in January and February, and series turning on again. Need to unplug it. Fortunately, I have an older model of the iPhone, and I can unplug it so that it does not pick up my sound when it thinks I say, "Hey Siri." But anyways, I think I know where that's coming from. Chick-fil-A Cup Series, that's where it's coming from, yeah. But it's not plugged in anymore, so it's not going to turn on. Anyways, Dan Parke will be driving the number 6 after winning the championship in the NRLOA DC Talk Cup Series. He has had success in my Cup Series as well, the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He won a points race, the Meliolo Duel, and the Chick-fil-A Showdown all in the same season. So he definitely is going to be a factor in this year's NRLOA IROC. Driver number 7, Cameron Garlington, the third of 3 drivers returning from last year's NRLOA IROC event. He has 2 championships on my channel. He won the Season 3 Chick-fil-A Cup Series that awarded him an invite in last year's IROC. And this season he won the Haas IndyCar Series, and that is awarding him an invite in this year's IROC event. He's going to be driving car number 7, and he is definitely one of the best drivers, one of the most veteran, most experienced drivers we have here in the NRLOA. Driver number 8 is still to be determined, as this will be awarded to the champion of the Turkey Hill Series. That series is still going on. The finale for that series is going to be December 17th at 8 a.m. right here on my channel. And whoever wins the Turkey Hill Series championship will be driving car number 8 in NRLOA IROC II. So for that championship battle, it's not only for the Turkey Hill Series championship, it's also for the final spot open in NRLOA IROC II. Stuart Gratton will be driving in his first ever NRLOA IROC event. He won the Napa Truck Series Championship for season number 3, and it's really good to see him have some success. Like I said here, he's had a tough career in 2003. We used to make a joke about how bad his luck was, but he got a championship, and here he is going to be driving an NRLOA IROC II in the number 9 car. Then we get to the series that you might not expect invites to come from. But I wanted to make sure that every NRLOA member who completed a series and was not suspended got a invite from one of their series. And for Alex Bonksnor, it was the Verizon Pro Series, but his biggest series that he did. And JT Handley won the championship over there, and he is going to be driving the number 10. Has never even made a start on my channel, but he's got a good shot. I mean, all these guys have a good shot at winning the championship and winning a race during this event. Driver number 11, a little bit of a surprise here, Elijah Gordon. He's had an up and down career in the NRLOA, but he's getting an invite for NRLOA IROC II because of the championship he had in the Throwback Cup Series season number 2 over on Camo Self's channel. I would have had someone else from Camo Self's channel because he did have bigger series that happened closer to now. But a lot of those champions, I believe Matt Daleo was a champion of one of his series, and Dan Parke, they were already invited. So Elijah Gordon, champion of the Throwback Cup Series, gets an invite here for NRLOA IROC II. Driver number 12, Grayson Acevedo, won the NRLOA Monster Energy Super Truck Series. It's a great series over on Max the Hedgehog when he was doing NRLOA series. And Grayson Acevedo came out on top in that series, and that will award him car number 12 here for NRLOA IROC II. And the final driver in NRLOA IROC II will be Cookie Helms, driving the number 13. He won the NRLOA Big One in his first ever start. That was a very good moment. I love doing that race, and like I said in yesterday's stream, it seemed like yesterday when I did that. We did that in-show. You guys loved it, and I'm looking forward to the Big One 3 that's coming up in June next year. I'm moving it to June just because that's when summer is. And, May, we still got some school left. In June, it's pretty much over. And a lot happier of a time there. But Cookie Helms, nonetheless, getting an invite for winning the NRLOA Big One 2. And we're looking forward to seeing what he can do here in NRLOA IROC II. And those are the drivers, once again, driving in NRLOA IROC II for this season. Austin Spencer, Matt Daleo, Tyler Selspin, Aaron Walpole Jr., Julian Quintero, Dan Parke, Cameron Garlington. Whoever will win the Turkey Hill Series champion, if the season ended today for the Turkey Hill Series, that would be Trey Bartow. But you got a lot of guys back in there that could take it away from him before the end of the season. Stuart Gratton, JT Handley, Elijah Gordon, Grayson Acevedo, and Cookie Helms. This is the schedule here for NRLOA IROC II. Like I said, it's beginning December 19th at the Daytona International Speedway. It's going to be 20 laps for the first race. Then we're going to be racing at the Watkins Glen International with the boot. That's going to be a 10-lap race on December 21st. Chicagoland Speedway, 34 laps on December 22nd. And the phone's ringing, so I got to stop sharing, but you get the gist. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to be on for a while. Would like to apologize for that. But yes, that is what's going to be going on for NRLOA IROC II. And I'm looking forward to doing it here for the 2016 season. So thank you guys very much for watching. And I don't think there's anything else. Let me just double check. We'll share the presentation once again, because I know there are a couple other slides, but oh yeah, point system. But that's pretty simple. First place gets 21 points, second gets 17, and you see it there in that same point system as we had last year. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys stick around for NRLOA IROC II coming December 19th here on this channel. I will see you guys later.